run much historically coming into the event. Suniko's hero already likely picked up, so then you're looking at something maybe for Havost, maybe for art style, or Funnick perhaps. And it's the Funnick ban. Here's the Spirit Breaker.
The Queen of Pain pick is one of those like versatile picks for Navi. Funnick can play it in the off lane. Dendi can play it mid. I've seen a Havost Queen of Pain even one. There's other teams like CDEC who like to run the Queen of Pain safe lane, but at this point you're expecting it to go mid. Our off lane there, not exactly too suited for the Queen of Pain, I feel as well. So we'll see. So Lena going to be the second ban for them as well.
That's done a lot of work in the past few games. You and I have cast. We saw CDEC especially just Shiki, the madman on this hero. Everybody down. In phase of picks. Lots of directions they can look. The strong range support, maybe a Havost. We've seen the Slardar earlier in the event. Generally goes with the. There's still. I think I've seen Havost play Queen of Pain once or twice for the team. If they want to run Dendi on something else mid, I think it's still thinking that for Dendi. Occasionally, Funnick will take it.
Dazzle's still in the pool
flexible
as well. Dazzle to me has been one of the top supports here. I thought Wyvern was that. I think Dazzle for them. It doesn't have that quite. And also Winter Wyvern with the long cooldown on his first spell, whereas Dazzle is just like constant harass. If you want to go for a point and poison touch, ignoring Dazzle here in the second pick stage.
Like you said, very versatile and pairs well with a Naga, with the heal bomb potential from the mirror image. Navi third pick, really taking their time on this. What does art style want? What kind of SWAT have up his sleeve?
Clockwork's quite good for an offlane if you don't want to run the Queen of Pain offlane. Because you get that Blade Mail timing where you can just go on the Gyrocopter. He can't really turn and call down because the Blade Mail just blows him up. So,
do they even think so? I guess they'd probably have to run a core Naga if they want to do it. But do they even think something like a Treant Protector? Not a Navi hero normally. This is the Havost hero most likely.
Whoa!
It's normally Havost.
Normally
it could be Funnick in theory, but
nope. I'm totally agree. Goes often into Havost's hands. It's kind of where Navi are versatile, where they can play these safe lane initiator type heroes for Havost that don't really turn into a carry. They give more farm to their offlane player Funnick than any other team as far as a percent of net worth. So that's where Navi, it's Havost who can play an initiator type role, while Dendi's even playing a tempo controller because Funnick's playing a pseudo carry in the offlane. And
you know who hasn't been picked yet at TI? Pudge.
Ooh. Something here. You know what goes well with Pudge as well, LD?
What?
Techies.
Come on, Navi.
If it's Funnick drafting,
you owe your fans one here, Navi. You didn't have the best group stage. It's a Bloodseeker.
Well, that's
you know, hook rupture, very nice combination.
fun
Pudge,
for who?
The Pudge dream is still alive.
Fun for the Pudge, maybe. We have the
no, I don't think it'll be
disruptor type hero.
The Dazzle you mentioned, the very logical pickup now, but a man can dream.
Oh, support Pudge. You know, it was Artstyle actually played the Pudge one game going back to the TI1 finals. Grand finals, Navi were picking Pudge, and I think it was Artstyle who played it safely in one game.
It wasn't even Dendi.
Yeah.
It was Artstyle. You're right about that.
It was not always just Pudge, so. Maybe Artstyle says, I'll do a support Pudge for us. I'll teach you a thing or two, Dendi. Like back in
you know, Zai said he did an interview with Hotbit, and he said, my favorite pup hero is the Pudge.
Okay.
I Pudge a lot. When he really wants to win, he picks Tusk, because he's a dirty Tusk picker. But, you know, when he wants to have some fun, it's all about that. All right, enough about Pudge. IG are going Storm here. This is likely to be your 430 hero. So you got the Burning Gyro.
One of the few games IG won. Yesterday, he went 15-0 something. I don't know. He game on Storm Spirit. So not surprised to see IG going back. It feels like IG's game plan, and when they're down and out, is just like pick comfort heroes and signature heroes. Like pick the Burning Anti-Mage, pick the 430 Storm Spirit. It's going to be a strategy that's going to win you TI, kind of win some games when you're kind of down in the dirt.
Certainly true, and both of these teams are, by the lofty expectations, placed them with the results so far.
A 28-minute win against the game a couple days ago, where he played Storm.
One of the few teams to lay a loss on Complete. After CDEC, I mean, CDEC to me is still the biggest story of the event. Not even a direct qualified team, and having potentially the most points of any team in the event. After them, in short order, most certainly, does come complexity. What a story it's been for the American.
So last pick, CM, perhaps.
Yeah, Pudge, if only Pudge grew some hair, lost some weight, had a lot of plastic surgery,
Probably the
and got a new wardrobe as well.
if there was like a polar opposite, I don't know. Like maybe not like role wise, but they're
about as
pretty
opposite.
close. Yeah.
They're both white though. That's the only similarity. They're pale.
Oh man. IG last pick coming up. They've got their support duo probably looking for Luo's offlaner. Brood still available, but CM you've got Frostbite. Bloodseeker can give you vision if you get the Brood low, which doesn't happen very. Brood it is. Luo classic.
There you go.
It's a good Brood game.
Nice call, buddy. Very good. All right. Well,
hire us, LD. We were talking about this earlier. Like, we're watching the Fnatic game, and
oh god, that was
so Fnatic,
was painful to watch.
Yeah, Fnatic LGD. You know, LGD first pick Tusk. They like to do it. It's their stage. They banned Darkseer and they banned Clockwork, and we're just like.
Then they picked Storm with Anti-Mage in the pool,
yeah.
which they could have easily knew they wanted.
We were
Storm.
just scratching our heads, like, why are you banning two? Now there's LGD though.
Never.
Yeah,
Never.
It doesn't. They
Not
don't
once
do it.
This event. I don't think they've ever done it actually.
So. Casters need to be hired, not just as casters for event, but as drafting coaches.
You know, some teams have the coaches and the staff. I don't think Fnatic.
They're for being fat these days, so. Like, as soon as he saw me, he just, like, pointed at my stomach and laughed. A little tummy rub in the elevator. Like, that's the extent of our right now.
Just rubbing each other's bellies. Okay, well, just Dota 2 things. All right, let's get into it, folks. IG versus Navi, a rematch. 2 grand finals. Both teams and many of these players have had a long journey since then. None of them, I'm just double checking the names. Yeah, none of them have won since TI2. And in the case of Navi, it's been even longer, gods, although they've made quite a few appearances. So, Chuan Luo going to be on the offlane Brood. 4:30, back at that TI2 event. He's on the Storm going, turning the Gyrocopter safe lane, and Faith the Disruptor. As for Navi, Artstyle will be the CM. Dendi on the Queen of Pain, Vost, the safe lane Bloodseeker, Saniko, really the man of the hour for Navi, and one of the only reasons they get a couple of the wins this tournament that they've put together on the Naga Siren. Maybe he'll end up being the carry, but for now is a support.
Yeah, early Dire Ward in the enemy jungle gets Rune Vision, blocks this big camp, which a Crystal Maiden likes to maybe take for a fast level 2. So I like the early movement from Chuan on the Bounty Hunter. He's completely scattered out kind of what Navi are doing here early on. And also, we'll be looking for that courier snipe. He knows Dendi got the rune, and Dendi's bringing a mantle out. Oh, no.
So Nico's going to ferry it like.
He drew aggro of the creeps as well. I think Chuan...
Did he run in tower range?
He re-shadow walked in a bad place, I think. And yeah, I don't know what happened.
It wouldn't have... This is the de facto... You just get the... Or in this case, the mantle service.
Yep. So there's one... And we'll see that Sentry Ward battle go down in the mid lane.
Not a trade he wants to be making with Storm, especially not when Storm is 6 armor, Quap is 2. Alrighty, Dendi chewing through his regen and not having the best start in this lane. What are Seeker? Not a hero he can really punish much. Always able to keep his HP high. Should be a pretty good lane for a Vost. But for Luo, unlikely to die here unless they bring in more. And then the Navi off lane. You've got the Gyrocopter Disruptor combo potential here.
Yeah, I'm a little worried for how Havos going to do. Once Luo gets levels and builds up a big Spiderling army, as much as Havos can sustain himself in lane, all it takes maybe 8 to 12 Spiderlings, and suddenly, if Havos like Blood Rages himself, gets a big Spiderling plop on himself, he's done for. Also.
I'm watching Artstyle here. The double Shadow Walk damage is going to come out. No Janata, just... Oh, he's not going to bother using... And I did leech...
I think he's going to...
But he might...
Exactly. You could maybe expect this greed and check it out, but Chuan's wants the 2-minute rune, so he may head here right after getting this, but it's going to come down to how good his spider senses are.
Oh, a haste. He's off to the races. Yeah. Dendy could easily die to this. 4:30, putting the hurt on him. They can tower dive this and really commit, but oh, Dendy. That's the new Blink coming into play for Queen of Pain. And back off, he runs back in. Blink on cooldown for 5, but it's...
They de-sentry mid, and Chuan coming back in will just casual harass on a Dendi. Just wants to chew through some of his
This lane
regen.
is so over for Dendi, though, as far as control goes.
He's
even
not
before
going-
Chuan came in.
Not going bottle, he's going wand, mantle, getting more HP regen. Just decide bottle is going to be too much of a farm too badly in CS if he tries to go for a bottle, considering there's a bounty hunter in the
Early.
By the way, taking a lot of damage from Spiderlings.
Uh-oh. Yeah, well, only level 4, but even the level 2 Spiderlings do pack a punch.
Yeah, if he had a web there, he could have got putting another web down.
Doesn't have the mana for you. Soul Rain and does have 11 CS here, so doing a pretty good job. But yeah, I mean, this mid lane, the last hit for it, it kind of the defensive posture. Suniko top lane is engaged upon Rocket Barrage, heavy work done there. They already used the kinetic field, but rather the Thunderstrike, and they'll get the kill. Last auto tech going to Faith, and IG get on the board here, leading 1-0.
It's an early first blood, and here comes Chuan towards last Shadow Walk as far as his mana pool's concerned, but this is
Radiant team is
dangerous
double
place to
sentry
be.
around, but they don't have an obs around the tree line. They don't know Chuan's here yet.
They pinged him. I think they know, but
They shouldn't. There's no vision.
must have just gone like too close. It's daytime, so you can sometimes like see through the there's
Maybe,
some gaps,
maybe.
but
Dies
Spiderlings
to
are
the
enough.
Spiderlings. They just sneak around the tower and backstab art style under it.
Just brood things. Like he's got a lot of Spiderlings now. He's
Tron just walks. My work's done here. You know.
yeah,
Not sure what my job was, but I
Leech
did it.
experience. That was the job.
He didn't even get level 2 though. He didn't even that, but that's okay. Luo's got him covered, and now level 5. Even if he can't kill a Vost, he gets pressure up on this tower.
Navi brings CM towards top. They want to get it.
Gonna do a bit of
One time him.
pick up a clarity on the field.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna.
Be courtesy of the CM kill, and it's going to allow for a potential kill in a Vost. They get it. Now Luo into the trees. There's nothing.
Ooh.
Oh, that farm up all the Spiderlings, but well worth it for the Vost kill. Meanwhile, top lane, looking at art style, already used his rockets, pounding into that CM's rear, and down she goes.
A double TP from Centaur and Naga roll here is like it. I mean, who can save him? And there's no one on the map who really can, unless they TP, like being able to get there maybe a second sooner. But that completely opened up easy kills. And yeah,
In terms of CS, Navi on top, but this is a bit deceptive. Funnick just got like 10 Spiderlings. Actually as good as it looks. You can see he's not even the most farmed on his team, and all the mid lanes in the runes, not losing early to Quap. So
all
gonna be a
three
good sub
Dire
game.
cores are out farming at the net worth. It's all Dire and the support, because Radiant supports are forced to buy deal with a bounty hunter, to deal with a brood. The Dire side, it's like you get a set of sentries to maybe lane bounty hunter, but much more room for them to just get their early boots, wands, and whatever
this
else
duo
it may
is
be.
just the bounty, which means you don't have sentries to deward the jungle vision that IG has acquired, and the end result is basically impervious to Gank's Broodmother.
Yeah. Artstyle just going to kind of fall back to the jungle and just abandon some of these lanes here. And Navi are kind of tri-laning with their two cores, their offlaner, as well as their farming support.
When you put it that way, it's just downright
their lanes have fallen apart. Dendi TPs to the off lane, which is an interesting move. It suggests he wants to open up mid to someone else, or he feels like if he stays mid, he's going down, which is quite possible considering there is a haste rune on 430.
They're having a rough time of it here early on. Chuan swinging through the mid lane. He gets eyes on Artstyle, wants to make the jump, and 430 is level 6 with a haste rune. This is an easy takedown. Maybe worried about a +1 in the neighborhood. Nobody there. There's actually 3 bottom. They're going to dust Luo, but he just runs away. They couldn't get off the rupture during this time, and they may rotate a quick Thunderstrike coming out. Burning also moving in, playing a bit of aggressive style Dota. He'll find Avos, the glimpse back, catches him. Then, well, despite the blood raid, or rather the rupture, maybe going down anyway. Do they have the vision they need while that was happening? The Centaur gets cut up on the backside. It's 430 with the drive-by, and they do finish off. And
well,
just a train wreck here bottom, and nothing really happens. One's already back to get the experience. Well, Artstyle's the one that lives. That's nice. They were going to make the go on him, but they find the much.
But game 1 was about as ugly as it gets, and this is exactly how this game has started. There isn't really an easy turnaround. Bloodseeker's not a good play from behind. Ahead, having heroes that can dish out a lot of damage, take advantage of your thirst, but when you're the ones getting jumped on, you never really get to use those thirst stacks to your advantage because IG are just staying very way.
I'm a little worried about the control here for 430. Howard took him down. Funnick, Blink still quite a ways off. Rupture won't help you. You can just ball lightning out. And they don't have a silencer, a reliable disable coming from their support.
Yeah.
So it falls to Havo. A rather easy one to dodge if you see it coming. 430 already making aggressive moves in.
Just
A
gets
zip there, a zap there.
free
some
scouting
remnant
info
vision.
with the regen. Really nice play there because it's just like the ideal place for a Radiant hero to be hiding. So just balls in, isn't using up any mana whatsoever.
The one man who is fine, Dendi. They've played. He's got kill potential on Chuan if he sees him, but Chuan is just hugging this tower, getting his experience, and all the while it's occupy mid lane for IG. Quad. Navi just forced to let it go. They can't fight into this one, guys.
The Brood a line from bottom lane to mid lane, and this suggests Lua wants to be very active. He doesn't just want to farm the Radiant jungle and play an economy game. Hasn't got. We often see the medallion pick up now, like a medallion Deso or a medallion BKB, and
they've committed. Take the full call down. The second ultimate bounce coming in, and now Havost in danger. The rotation. It's Havost. Well, a 2-for-1 again, and now they've got track. That's sudden bounty hunter.
Up. Unfortunately, Outsal has no real follow-up damage. He's not level 6 yet, and Chuan will just back off. 1,600 gold after that fight in the top lane for Chuan. Probably see an Arcane Boots pick up, and as well as just kind of keep the track spam going.
Bring Artstyle and Dendi together here. Moving into the lane, Stampede forward. That's a big way to go. Just for Faith, you can just glimpse Dendi back. On. It's up to Artstyle to continue the chase, but the Static Storm Kinetic Field gets deployed. Artstyle may end up going down. He's been left for himself, and he will fall.
That was a clutch
Faith
play.
1v2, and you just ask, where is it? There's no Midas. You can't play that carry role when he's not given space. And
the Centaurs
not even a blink.
Momentum-based team. Chuan kind of the emotional leader of this team, and if IG are doing poorly, it'll be reflected in his way.
And they're jumping on Havost. He did not get off the blood right here. Tries to drop the Rupture. Not going to going down.
Track kills.
Faith gets Chuan. They're ready. 3 more lined up and slaughtered. 430 collecting his bounty.
Yeah, for Dendi, it's like he has to commit an aggressive blink and basically suicides to kill a bounty hunter, which at all, it just helps IG get more control, another kill onto another tower, and just more problems to Navi.
He's racing around the map now. 23. Ferrari 430. We used to see this every game from this guy. Back at IG after the International 4, and it was the 430 show. Oftentimes, he'd be the only farmed hero, single-handedly out carrying the entire enemy team, and days have passed, at least as far as the meta game and the way the teams are playing, but they're still finding their kills.
Blink dagger.
Well, quad lane bottom says no. Phonic tries to run away. He's tracked. Another kill. It's a track kill as well. Mega kill streak, indeed.
He had 2k gold as well. He was so close.
Well, they got Havost some move speed. That's a small victory. But it's small.
You found the silver lining.
They've already 2 home.
Yeah.
I'm trying, man.
No.
I really am trying here. But there's just little good for the Navi fans to look towards.
Burning is not hitting creeps. Burning is not farmed at all. That is, I mean, news. But when you're looking at a Storm and Brood who are doing this well, yeah. He drops a cooldown and TP's out. He's actually feeling like he was worried that Navi have committed like 3 or 4 heroes top, and also knows that his team will not back him up because they're going for Roshan. Just 14 minutes in the game, already in the pit. And it is the Medallion Brood build. So Luo treads Medallion, and the Deso BKB seems to be pretty popular on the Brood, and I think this kind of fighting combat style, especially against
Bloodseeker cannot man fight a Brood. Absolutely not. When you apply that mischance, if you're even on farm like this, and he's got the ultimate going, he just wins the man fight, and he's life stealing the whole time. Not to mention the bonus damage, whereas the Bloodseeker no heal until he gets the kill.
And by the time Bloodseeker with it, that's when Brood has like a Deso.
Pretty much a Bloodstone. We're only 15 minutes in. He's gonna bait with an illusion here. Oh, does Dendi fall for it? He's really microing this nicely. Not sure if they even saw the illusion rune get
or 2 with it, so now it's kind of obvious that it's not really doing much damage here, this illusion.
Good timing for Bloodstone online, and then I think we'll probably see IG looking for angling for a fight here.
Yeah, why not? They can play trying to keep control of this Radiant jungle. Navi right now have a ton of vision. They have 5 observer wards up on the map as well as a large number of sentries to try and deal with the
lanes. That's delicious. Phonic. About that one.
It's something.
Still tough to keep up with track gold.
Yep. This is where IG just want to probably pick up as early as possible. Take towers, take whatever kills.
House group. There's where did they're just gonna run right in, almost in range of Luo. No actual vision on him, but they see a couple spiderlings moving towards him, and he might break the smoke just randomly. Yeah, he's popped it on Dendi. He backs off, and the gank is
They think
over.
the hero popped it from behind, though, I think, because it was just Dendi, and they're like, oh, Dendi was behind us. That means the hero's in our jungle, maybe, but no.
Swing and a miss for Navi.
They've got a gank with the center. That to me is a... Like, this hero just picked up his blink. He's your initiator. You Frostbite, Ensnare, yeah, no, you need the blink hoof stomp. That to me is your just bread and butter way back into this game, is to just look for the storm, the gyro. The gyro especially is very killable with a Centaur plus Queen of Pain combo. That's what Navi have to look to do with their smokes. That smoke gank right there, not
in the neighborhood. Don't know if they know exactly where he is. Faith is trying to lock him down. Blinks into the trees. Call down's there. Can they glimpse? Can they glimpse? Oh, range. That's a there. But now the gem is picked. There's some commitment. 5. Well, actually make it 4 heroes. Just jump right on him.
IG learned that in the best way possible. Losing the bounty, not the brood, so quite good news. But yeah, Navi, I like the gem pickup. At this point, map control is going to become very important for both. You want to starve out Navi. You want to deny as much vision as possible. Rupture mid, not going to...
Just not really that useful against Storm in general. As long as
yeah.
Away. And even the silence is... He's pretty much out of mana. Havos might be tanky enough to survive. And then they've got the damage they need. Down. Havos falling. Already uses Midas. Oh, actually... Midas efficiency. Twitch chat bot would be unhappy.
Navi lost. Didn't use Midas.
They really will. IG are just comfortably ahead now. Gold, experience, map control. They might have a gem here on Suniko's Naga, but still see quite a bit of vision out in the map for IG.
Yeah. It's hard for them to get out here. They put the ward up on the high ground cliff, and it's another ward where Navi had vision there early but lost it. Suniko gets jumped, and he is the gem carrier.
They have a track's already out, and, well, not sure if they can really set up for this. Fourth, glimpse back. Oh, Dendi's gone. Arches in 19 minutes. Honestly, IG just won't stop. Moving forward, Dendi throwing in a frantic Queen of Pain ultimate. Even BKBs commits for this. They're going to try to auto-attack him down. The homie missile coming in. Really could be managed to finish off Faith's Disruptor. So a 2 for 3. Navi coming out on the leaders on gold, but they lose yet another tower.
Yeah, they held on to their gem, I believe. Yeah, they held on to it. Bloodseeker picked it up, though, so as much as Storm went for the gem carry, didn't. And Havos was ready for the Naga to die and just instantly picks it up. So Navi still holding on. They're kind of like Dendi picks up a BKB, more fight into IG, but the biggest problem that they're going to have all game long is just dealing with Storm. They just haven't got the real control and lockdown they need for a Storm who's going to be this.
Yeah, Burning doesn't even need to carry this one right now. It's Luo to a lesser extent, and primarily, as you mentioned, for they're making a move on him.
Bring out the Radiance, Luo.
He's got the Bloodstone deny, and he's also got 1,600 health. They need everything to kill. I don't know if they can without the Queen of Pain ult.
I want to see what Luo buys. Radiance Brood is not unheard of. It's... it goes BKB. It wants to be out of man fight more.
Radiance Brood.
I think Zai's done it a few times, like once or twice, and...
It seems... excessive. It's too much for Navi. Gotta have a little mercy on them. I'll go for the BKB.
It's more than like a lot of damage output with it.
That's true. It did get buffed.
Yeah. But not going to be the build. He wants to be able to, man fight more against the Bloodseeker. Although if he gets Rupture, he just has to stand still and fight anyone who's in melee range of him.
And it's more even the fact that we're talking about a Radiant 1 minute.
Yeah.
Like this is
Radiance
a Brood who rushed a medallion.
Yeah, Radiance Brood is good because you're such a mobile hero, but you can't be mobile against a Bloodseeker when you get Ruptured, which means you may not get that much value out of it. So
it does help your farm a lot, though.
Just see where he goes. He might not even go for the Deso, AC, Butterfly. At this point, it's not really even about what specific item. This game is as one-sided in nature. It's just going to be about he's got a huge item advantage, and so could just force a BKB.
The ski jump.
I don't have the damage with these two, I want to say. Yeah, no Orchid on Dendi or anything.
It would be very, very risky anyway. If you just die here, you're running. And your Centaur's dead.
Pressure the lanes where Burning's been. Like, he's been like kind of left top, and Navi were like, well, bottom lane's a Brood. Let the Brood. Navi have avoided the Brood, which is a situation where you're counting is a kind of behind as far as his item progression goes.
Oh, they got eyes on Dendi. He blinks out. Is available. Could force out that BKB. We're seeing Funnick prepping up. Wants to make something happen here, but there's no backup nearby.
Yep.
They're burning in the back. Ah, barely escapes.
Yeah, nothing to cancel it.
IG. Finding a big kill on Dendi there and forcing out the...
2 BKBs. Havos also just picked up his 10-seconder. Dendi's down to 8 seconds now, Havos to 9. And when you use double BKBs like that and you're the ones looking for a gank and IG just turn it around with ease, you're in a lot... I mean, we've already established. IG cruise control right now. They walking all over Navi. More Bloodstone charges go 430's way. It's... Comeback potential for Navi is there with the lineup looking for ganks like they were doing at top lane, but IG stole it earlier, but I think it
and I don't know if you saw it. But yeah, Crystal Maiden dead.
I mean, sure, but clearly
these are the Dota gods
that's
frowning on their items or their
we
hero
talked about
selection.
these teams need casters coaching them and pick Pudge more. It's
Pudge versus Brood, maybe not the best matchup, but
no. The last big Brood is just always a threat when you're against some teams, and IG one of the big...
C-Deck.
I don't know if Navi just thought they maybe had enough answers with like CM Naga supports, but CM wanted to spend time in the jungle, and they Bloodseeker, really good lane who can actually kind of be left to 1v1 a bit, just not... You don't want to 1v1 against the Brood. So I think the Brood he did overlook.
It's a cost to hero. That mistake has been made first to suffer, and they're suffering. Sure. They do push out this top lane. Navi trying to pressure elsewhere on the map as they can, but I'm just watching. He roams through the Navi ball lane. He's gonna kill almost instantly. Pops him from full HP to half health. That when you're blood raged, you drop real quick to that burst damage.
Yep. Easy pickings. Just do as much damage as you can before you even BKB. So Havos is like, yeah, I got BKB and Ogre Club on top of that. Yeah, no. Once they find you like that, you don't get a chance to BKB. And Luo did actually complete, so add some evasion on top of the minus armor from the medallion.
Honestly, I'm getting to that point where I'm thinking they're gonna need the Sneeko Radiance, but then I looked at his inventory and the dream is not to be like a 40-minute relic if he gets one.
I don't think there's any way for him to farm it against the Storm Spirit too, because
he's always gonna be able to gank you.
Yeah, he's alone to try and farm, and Storm solo kills him with Orchid. So if Storm on a different build and didn't have the Orchid, but even without an Orchid, he's got tons of solo kill potential on the Naga just by...
Read back to the well. Havos tiny on for dear
Navi
life. And
are back to the fountain, LD.
I see what you did there, buddy.
I had to slip him one.
Let me tell you, you're not the only one here thinking the same. It's not their game. It's just not their game. 3,200 gold swing that way, and now a 20k gold lead extended for IG. Looking for a lane of vengeance here. It's been a frustrating couple days for both of these teams. They will song. Navi looking for the big turnaround. Blood right up. Doesn't hit anyone. It's an airball combo in 430. Back in on the Storm Spirit. Finds the kill. Goes for more. He's still got the Aegis as you bet. I mean, 20 Bloodstone charges.
Yeah, 13-0-3. Talked about his performance against a Merid one. He's just completely taken the game. I think the key hero that allowed him to do so was the Brood. Chuan's bounty hunter got a lot of scouting information, but it wasn't like applying a ton of pressure. I think Chuan played well, but he just... Smarvy spent so much time dealing with the bounty. Brood